Yeah. We got TikTokers. A TikToker that is literally eating himself to death. I've seen a couple of his videos. They just popped up on my feed. No surprise that the Matrix done threw it on my feed. You know what I mean? But we gotta see why he's doing this.
These TikTok food creators are so dedicated to eating by any means possible. I have never seen somebody so gluttonous.
Bro, I'm just not gonna say that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. The bacon egg and cheese look good, though. You know what I'm saying? Bacon egg and cheese.
That they will get a job just to eat on the job. Listen,
yo,
Tismalla, what is going on with you, bro?
Tismalla,
I thought you was gonna lock in.
Eating just cause I got depressed. It's an everyday thing.
Now, on a serious note, I think someone who is a friend of this man, and I'm gonna reach out personally myself, but you should probably check on your friend, because he just said he's depressed and he's eating. And I know a lot of people, you know, when they're depressed, they do things that aren't logical or whatever the case may be, and they just overindulge, have no self-control because they feel like that's the only way out. You should probably check on this guy, man. All jokes aside, bro, you know what I mean? Because this is not normal behavior.
Yo, what's going on, guys? PieMat7 here. We are back at it talking about the hood legend, Tismalla. Every day we eat good. Now, in case any of you guys don't know what's going on, I made a video about Tismalla a few weeks ago on how he was basically eating himself to death.
Bro, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. That is crazy, bro. Is literally sitting in one seat, but in every seat of the car. That's crazy, bro. That is crazy, bro.
After I made that video, Tismalla watched it and said this.
Nah, son, he capping. I ain't gonna lie. You talking about I'm begging. When do I beg y'all? Do you know what begging sound like? I would never. I'm too prideful. Y'all need to watch y'all mouths, man. Hey, yo, PieMat7, watch your mouth, homie. I'm from the trenches. I get out the mud.
What is this, then?
I need to eat, so I know what time it is. Send me money to my cash app.
Do you want to send me some money to watch me eat McDonald's? Send money to my cash app.
Send me money to my cash app.
Y'all sending him money?
Thank you very much. Well, I want to bow down on the black amount at least.
Now, one of the biggest things I was talking about in my last video is how Tismalla is kind of unemployed and how he was trying to do the Uber rental, but he didn't have enough money. Well, come to find out, Tismalla has enough money, and he actually started to do the Uber rental program, in which you pay Uber weekly to use one of their rental cars so that you can Uber people around and make money. It's a weird scheme, but
he's going up and he's trying. Look. I don't get mad at for no reason, bro. If you're trying, you know what I'm saying? I can't get mad at you for trying. And you shouldn't get mad at anyone else and they like for trying. Because, bro, it's hard out here, bro. It's hard out here. Real talk. It is hard out here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta pay the bills.
Employment, all right? He pays the Uber rental service, in which it's $260 a week, and he's doing Uber and picking these people up. Now, you guys would probably think that's a good thing. This guy has a job now. He's 27. He's making money. Well, in fact, guys, that is somewhat true, but it is also fraud-like behavior, because come to find out, Tismalla has only did this Ubering job so that he can eat food all day.
Cranberry.
You cheeky bastard. You cheeky bastard. Tismalla! You cheeky bastard! Now look, game is game. He found an exploit to get free food, and he got what he wanted. But this quite literally could end his life. So let's see how he's gonna, you know, progress this. Let's just see what's gonna go on. I don't know.
Juice, fried chicken with oxtail gravy, some junior bacon cheeseburgers, bacon and
Damn!
on a bagel, 2 Whopper Juniors.
Damn!
Guys, I'm talking about after every single Uber ride, he
has mayonnaise on his face from like the last meal that he ate. Bro, I'm gonna be real, bro. If somebody knows this man, please get in contact with him. Please, bro. This is horrible, bro. This is horrible. But I'm tempted to, like, I'm probably gonna reach out to him after this video, bro. Because no human should ever be going through this, bro. This is horrible.
Is going out and buying food. And I thought about it for a second. I said, wait, he's cutting out the middleman. In case you guys don't know, Tismalla was spending the majority of his money DoorDashing food, right? And he was DoorDashing heavy ass meals, $50 meals, $40 meals, $60 meals, to the point where he wasn't having any money. So he basically cut out the middleman so that instead of somebody driving to give him food, he basically drives to get his own food. And now
somebody go smoke that youth.
Bro, some people you just can't help. I ain't gonna lie. Some people you just can't.
you guys are probably thinking, oh, that's not bad, Pie Matt. He's cutting out the middleman. He's saving money. When in fact, he's not saving money, and he's still eating insane meals and over-consuming calories that the average male should not be consuming. Remember that this Uber program costs $260 a week to rent out one of their vehicles to use to Uber. Not only is he paying Uber $260 a week, he's barely Ubering people around, and every single Uber he does, he's spending all this money on food. He's eating Jamaican food, he's eating McDonald's, and this is all within the span of 6 hours. My brother in Christ, the food you are eating in these people's cars that you don't even own is not good for you, bro. You are tearing down on these hefty meals, man. Guys, I'm not even trying to be mean here, bro, but like every single shirt he wearing, it looked like a crop top. Like, what is going on here, bro?
That ain't it.
Like, bro, you have to lock in, because what you're doing is cheating yourself. You're out here trying to get employment, trying to get a job, trying to get money, but in fact, you can't break this food addiction to the point where you'll pay somebody $200 a week just to drive around and eat food. Guys,
Bro, we gotta go frame by frame. We gotta go frame by frame. This is insane, bro. This is insane. And this should scare some of y'all, because some of y'all are literally on a path to this right now as we speak. You on a path to finessing Uber, so you acting like you working for Uber, but you really not working for Uber, and you taking the car that Uber gives you, and you using the car that Uber gives you to go drive around and go get more food, and you eating that food, and you getting more fat.
Somebody go smoke that youth.
food. Guys, he's maybe doing 3 or 4 Ubers a day, coming home after consuming 4,000, 5,000 calories and spending all this money on.
Some of y'all don't even know how many calories you should be eating a day. Some of y'all don't go to the gym. So your caloric intake for a day should be 1,900 to 2,000. That's probably what it should be, right? Some of y'all is literally in one sitting. You down in 2,500 calories. God damn.
Food. And I tell you, this whole Ubering job has really showed his true colors on how he acts in public. He went to a Wendy's drive-thru.
I'm not gonna lie, this should be a crime. This should be a crime. You are big as hell. You barely even fit in the car. I don't even think the safety seatbelt will work around you. You went out the house in this tight athleisure wear fit that is not findmyg.com. You pulled up to Wendy's to get a $5 biggie bag. You ain't got your seatbelt on, and your knees is ashy. Your priorities is messed up.
Through and tried to order some food and was just being hella disrespectful to the workers.
How can I help you today?
2 more junior bacon cheeseburger with toasted bun, please.
I'm sorry, is that 2 junior bacon cheeseburgers? Biggie bag?
With no. Just the sandwich. Yeah, and toasted bun, please.
Anything else?
That's it.
Are you looking to start your own business? Well, look no further than busy.com. Right now, we'll complete your...
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You cannot be fat and disrespectful. You can't. You gotta pick your struggle, alright? You cannot be fat and disrespectful. It don't work like that in society. It don't work like that. It don't work like... No. You cannot be fat and disrespectful.
You couldn't even let the lady
this dude is
finish
funny,
her
bro.
sentence before you drove off, man.
Bro, he was
This
hungry.
situation is just so crazy. You in somebody else's car, you rent it out for a week, being disrespectful to the Wendy's employee and being mad at her.
Look
when
at
she
him.
didn't
Look at him.
understand
Look at him. He over there itching. He over there itching for the food. Look at him.
order.
Look
And
at
it gets even worse, guys. A TikToker by the name
How
of
can it get worse?
Meech 2 Times wanted to do a collab with Tismalla. Basically a mukbang with 2 creators.
Oh my God. You guys are incentivizing this bullshit. God damn. Stop. You are contributing to his death. So when Tismalla have a heart attack because he done down 39 Impossible Whopper burgers, you know, the fake meat ones, because that's the diet, what you gonna say?
You guys have seen
That's attempted murder.
those mukbangs. They have 2 guys going in there going crazy. Meech 2 Times hits Tismalla up and basically says, yo, we can do a mukbang, we can do a vlog, it would be great for content, and we both have a large following on TikTok.
Right.
Tismalla says, yeah, we can do it, and Meech 2 Times says, hey, are you free next week? Tismalla says, nah, you gonna have to pay me for the day or something, all right? I want you also to know that Meech 2 Times was gonna drive to where Tismalla lives and pay for the food already,
for
all
Wendy's.
right? He was already gonna go out of his way, pay for the meal, call it a day. He says, nah, bro, I understand, not trying to take your day for free, but the content is going to have to be planned. Meech says that he was gonna pay Tismalla $150 on top of the free meal.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Nowadays, $150 might get you, you know what I'm saying, 3 meals at McDonald's. You might have to up the price for my boy, you know what I'm saying? Up it up just a little bit. A little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, you go to McDonald's nowadays, you walking out with a bill that's over $20 off rip. I ain't gonna lie, that's not enough.
Tismalla agrees to it and Meech says bet. Meech also asks about the mental state of Tismalla and the recent videos he's been uploading talking about how he wants to check himself out the game early. He says, bro, for real, if you need somebody to talk to, gang, I got you. Tismalla responds to Meech saying, I'm not trying to be friends. Let's keep things business. 100 emoji, thumbs up emoji.
Look, I mean, some people don't want to talk about their problems. He kept it P, bro. You can't be mad. You can't, you know what I'm saying, dig into people's lives and try to fit you.
I mean, damn, come on, bro. Come on, man.
Ain't no way this guy tried to reach out to you, pay you for the day, make content with you, drive up to the place where you live, pay for the food, and ask about your mental state, and you ego him like you Isaac Clarke in Dead Space 2? You show your true colors disrespecting the Wendy's employee, and you show your true colors to a person that was actually trying to look out for you and see how you were doing mentally, and you basically say, nah, bro, I don't care about none of that. I'm trying to keep this shit business. And I'm just like, bro, this is ridiculous.
But you
and
can't
it's so
get mad,
crazy to
though.
me that this Meech guy actually tried to look out for you and see the mental state of your mind. But when it comes to these streamers that are literally using you for content, you're ear to ear smiling. In case
I'm not a streamer. I'm not a streamer. I'm not using nobody for content. Yeah.
you guys don't know, Tismalla was invited on an E-Date with Aiden Ross, DDG,
For real?
Cuffum, and a ton of bigger streamers.
Why did I see that?
To be in this E-Date with a very popular TikToker named Cooking with Kaya. They got an entire section of the E-Date where they're basically making fun of his weight.
Man, he be eating all goddamn day, bro.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, I know Dub not talking. I know Dub not talking.
That shit is
You see, that's crazy. You can't be talking. You know what I'm saying?
hilarious. Hey, why you stop Uber?
It's that weed,
Hey,
bro. That's
bro.
why he eats so much.
Listen, man. I'm burnt out, man. That's all I gotta tell you.
I ain't gonna lie, 480 is unacceptable, gang.
It's unacceptable.
Between me and
for
you.
real.
Bro, you see, that's the shit I'm saying. That don't go to the gym on a daily basis, be trying to hate on it. That should be going to the gym. At least, if you gonna hate, at least be in the best shape of your life. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Be in the best shape of your life. Because that's crazy that you hating and you not in the best shape of your life. Look, I'm big on principle, and I think that's principle, you know? That's how I feel.
Oh, God, I'm finna get a surgery, though.
Here's how to never have to worry about
Yeah, I know.
money after a car
Yeah.
accident. Listen,
We getting to
if
it.
you have been in a car
I'm not on the right
accident in the past-
profile.
Fuck the surgery. They got the shit. You know they got the little waist trainers now that squeeze your shit in.
And I'm just like, bro, why else do you think they had you on the E-Date? To make fun of you and use you as content, bro. They know that you're popping on TikTok for the wrong reasons. They know that you have an entire hate.
Oh my God, what is this? Is like chicken But pasta with egg, this is crazy, bro. This is insane, bro.
Base against your content, and they know that people only watch your videos to make fun of you because you are borderlining a lol cow. They are quite literally laughing at you on stream and using you for content. This Meech guy was gonna do content with you as well, but at least he was gonna pay for the day, and he actually reached out to see how you were doing mentally. But you go over here and ego him when the people that you think are friends are quite literally using you for content.
That's how I be in the game, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it be other people that dead ass care about you, and then I done seen this tons and tons of times. You know what I'm saying? I done seen this tons and tons of times. You know what I'm saying? When it be like a creator that's big don't reach out to you, but it be a small one that reach out to you, you don't really care because they don't got followers, so you just deem that they just not worthy, right? Yeah, I don't need them. But as soon as a creator hits you up and say, "Come on my e-date," well, I humiliate you, and it's a humiliation ritual, and you look crazy as hell. Me, pick me. Then you on there. Yeah, I know. I done seen this tons and tons of times, bro. I done been in the game for a while.
As a lol cow.
That's crazy, bro.
And it's so crazy to me because he could really turn this entire situation around, all right? A lot of you guys are on the internet, and we're seeing something that has never happened before. The whole idea of live streaming on Twitch is becoming bigger than YouTube. We have never seen a point in time on the internet where streaming has become bigger than YouTube videos and YouTubers. One of the biggest things that is popping right now in Twitch streaming is IRL streaming, all right? What he could have did from this whole e-date is say, you know what, I'm finna lock in. Instead of every day we eat good, we can do every day we eat healthy. He can do an IRL stream of him going to the gym, making healthy meals, doing all kinds of shit, and people would have tuned into that because they've already seen your face enough that you have a name for yourself. You're in Aiden Ross's stream. You're in DDG's stream. You're in an e-date with Cooking with Kaya. Like, bro, you have the opportunity to turn this entire situation around while also bettering your life.
But you gotta remember, some people don't want that. Some people don't want that. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at yourself. Get mad at yourself. Some people don't want that, bro. Y'all gotta remember, not everybody was made to be a boss. Yeah.
Not only would people tune into the IRL streams, not only would you get paid for the IRL streams, this would help your real life because the path of making this type of content will make you a healthier person in the future. You get what I'm saying? You do an IRL gym stream, you do an IRL cooking stream, eating healthy. That helps you not only in the algorithm, but that helps you in the real world because you'll now become a healthier person and you won't have these problems that you have in which you weigh 500 pounds and you can't work a normal job anymore, bro. You've got to lock in. You have an opportunity that people wish they had. You have a chance to turn this whole story into something positive, but instead you rather sit there, ego people, make fun of yourself, and basically cater yourself into being a lol cow. And
what did I tell you? I think some people get a thrill out of doing that than changing their life around. I'm gonna be honest with you. Because the amount of game that I done give to people that DM me in my DMs and I don't see them do nothing with it. Not a goddamn thing. Yeah. Some people just, bro, not everybody was made to be a boss, bro. And we got to remember that sometimes. So next time somebody asks you for some advice, you can literally give them the exact sauce. All right? I be doing it all the time with fitness and all that. You know what I mean? I be telling them, you do this, you do that, you do this, you do that. You don't do this, you don't. And they don't do it. So Stop putting your hopes in people, bro. Expect nothing from nobody. That makes the disappointment a lot easier to deal with when it happens.
The question is, how long can you do that before you break? Because I've seen these videos and your mental health is not good at all. And the opportunities to fix his life are right there in front of him.
Nah, this is sad,
insane,
bro.
Guys. At the end of the day, man, he a grown man. He gonna do what he want to do. He gonna eat what he want to eat. But the opportunity to change your life is literally right in front of you. You gotta lock in, bro. You gotta lock in.
It's sad, bro. It's a sad reality we live in, bro. You can point people in the right direction. You do this, you do that, and then you get rich, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dave Pena, Quantum Leap Advantage. If you haven't watched it, go watch it, man. He made a whole podcast, whole video series about how to get rich, bro. And in that series, he said, I'm gonna tell you all what to do, and y'all still not gonna get rich because some of y'all not gonna listen. Because some of y'all too damn egoed up, and you think you know the plot. You think you know how to do it, but you ain't never even did it. The person that did it is literally telling you what to do, but you think you know what you're doing. All right, let's go see how that gets you. All right, yeah.